China is on the rise, its ambitions are global. But its strategy is different. China is not waging war with guns and bombs. Instead, it is using economic might, infrastructure projects, and technological prowess. This is China's silent war, a war for influence and dominance. China's approach contrasts sharply with the United States. The United States has long relied on military alliances and interventions. China, however, is building relationships through trade and investment. This strategy is proving highly effective, particularly in regions like Southeast Asia and Africa. China understands the power of interdependence. It is weaving a web of economic ties that bind nations closer to it. This strategy is not without its critics. Some view it as a form of economic coercion. Others see it as a pragmatic approach to securing China's interests. Regardless of perspective, one thing is clear. China's silent war is reshaping the geopolitical landscape. It is forcing other nations to recalibrate their relationships with the rising power. The outcome of this silent war will have profound implications for the 21st century. At the heart of China's silent war is the Belt and Road Initiative, or BRI. This ambitious project, launched in 2013, aims to connect China to the rest of the world. It involves massive investments in infrastructure projects including roads, railways, ports, and energy pipelines. The BRI spans over 70 countries across Asia, Africa, and Latin America. It represents trillions of dollars in potential investment. China frames the BRI as a win-win proposition. It argues that the initiative will boost economic development in participating countries. However, the BRI has also faced criticism. Some critics argue that it is a debt-trap diplomacy. They point to countries like Sri Lanka, which has struggled to repay Chinese loans for BRI projects. Others worry about the environmental impact of the initiative's massive infrastructure projects. Despite the criticisms, the BRI remains a cornerstone of China's global strategy. It is a powerful tool for extending China's influence and promoting its vision of a multipolar world order. China's economic influence extends beyond infrastructure projects. China is also working to internationalize its currency, the yuan. The goal is to challenge the dominance of the United States dollar in global trade and finance. China has taken significant steps to promote the yuan's use. It has established currency swap lines with other countries. It has also encouraged the use of the yuan in cross-border transactions. Furthermore, China is developing a digital yuan, which could further enhance the currency's global reach. The internationalization of the yuan is a long-term process. However, China's progress in this area poses a potential threat to the United States dollar's hegemony. A shift away from the dollar could diminish United States influence and reshape the global financial system. China's efforts to promote the yuan are part of a broader strategy to reshape the global economic order. It aims to create a system that is more favorable to its interests and reduces its reliance on the United States dollar. China's silent war is not just about economics and infrastructure. It also involves a concerted effort to win hearts and minds around the world. China is leveraging its culture, language, and values to project soft power. One key instrument of China's soft power is the Confucius Institute. These government-funded centers, established in universities worldwide, offer Chinese language and cultural programs. While presented as a tool for cultural exchange, Confucius Institutes have faced criticism for promoting Chinese government propaganda and limiting academic freedom. China also utilizes digital media to expand its soft power reach. Platforms like TikTok and WeChat, with their massive global user bases, provide avenues for disseminating Chinese content and narratives. This allows China to bypass traditional media outlets and reach younger audiences directly. China's soft power push aims to reshape global perceptions. It seeks to present China as a benevolent actor and promote its model of governance, which emphasizes stability and economic development over individual freedoms. Military expansion and strategic concerns. While China emphasizes economic and cultural influence, it has not neglected its military. In fact, China's military modernization is proceeding rapidly, raising concerns among its neighbors and the United States. China now boasts the world's largest navy by ship count, a testament to its growing naval ambitions. It has also been assertive in its territorial claims in the South China Sea. China's construction of artificial islands and military installations in disputed waters has heightened tensions in the region. These actions have not gone unnoticed. Countries like Vietnam, the Philippines, Japan, and India are wary of China's growing military might. They see it as a potential threat to their own security and regional stability. China's military expansion is a reminder that its rise is not solely peaceful. It is willing to use hard power to defend its interests and assert its claims. This reality adds another layer of complexity to the silent war unfolding in Asia and beyond. Cracks in the foundation: economic and political pushback. China's silent war has not been without its setbacks. Its aggressive economic and political maneuvers have triggered pushback from various corners of the globe. The BRI, often touted as a hallmark of Chinese benevolence, has exposed some nations to unsustainable debt burdens. Sri Lanka's financial crisis, partly attributed to Chinese loans, serves as a cautionary tale. Moreover, China's assertive foreign policy has prompted the formation of counter-alliances. The Quad, comprising the United States, Japan, Australia, and India, aims to counter China's growing influence in the Indo-Pacific region. Navigating internal turmoil: China's domestic challenges. As China strives for global dominance, it grapples with significant internal challenges. A shrinking workforce due to an aging population threatens its economic engine. Rising youth unemployment raises concerns about social stability. Furthermore, a property sector crisis, characterized by overbuilding and unsustainable debt, poses a systemic risk to the Chinese economy. These domestic challenges could hinder China's ability to sustain its rapid economic growth and project power abroad. Additionally, China's authoritarian political system faces growing criticism for its human rights record and suppression of dissent. These issues could tarnish China's global image and undermine its efforts to win over hearts and minds. Balancing hard and soft power. China's quest for global power hinges on its ability to strike a delicate balance. It must reconcile its hard power ambitions with the need to project a benign and cooperative image. This balancing act is a constant challenge for Chinese policymakers. On the one hand, China recognizes the need to appear non-threatening to avoid provoking a backlash. On the other hand, it is unwilling to compromise its core interests, such as its territorial claims in the South China Sea. China's approach is characterized by a blend of economic inducements, diplomatic charm, and veiled threats. It seeks to co-opt potential rivals while simultaneously deterring them from challenging its dominance. The verdict: can China claim global superpower status? Whether China will ultimately succeed in its quest for global superpower status remains an open question. Its economic might, technological prowess, and growing military capabilities position it as a formidable contender. However, China faces significant obstacles. Its aggressive foreign policy has alienated potential partners and fueled resistance. Internal challenges, such as demographic shifts and economic vulnerabilities, could undermine its long-term prospects. Moreover, China's authoritarian system and human rights record remain points of contention, potentially hindering its ability to garner global legitimacy and trust. The coming decades will reveal whether China can overcome these challenges and claim the mantle of global leadership. The world watches with bated breath as the dragon dances, its shadow stretching across the globe. The outcome of this silent war will shape the destiny of the 21st century and beyond. Please subscribe, share, and like the video.